take a look at this lap. Okay, so turn 1, brake in at the 4 cones, down to 3rd gear, and then just gently rolling off the brake. Don't want to take all the weight off the front too quickly, it's any understeer. And we can use all this exit on the left. Just be careful of the grass when you rejoin the track, because 2 wheels in the grass, 4-wheel drive is not a good combination. It will drag you to the left, and there's a wall just there to greet you. I'm heading down into turn, what is this, turn 8 or so? Turn 3. Braking at the 2 marker, which you can't see. So there is a line here which I've only just noticed. But I kind of use the end of this wall as a reference. So kind of just after the wall. Again, same kind of thing as turn 1, except obviously you're trying to set yourself up for a good run down the straight here. So a little later on the brakes and kind of deeper into the corner, and get a nice square it up and get a nice exit. Same thing with the exit here. Watch the grass. The curb kind of turns into grass, and that will cause you problems. Okay, so coming up to turn 3A, one's pretty tricky. Just want to kind of hug the inside here if you can. Be right on the limit of grip, but you should be able to do it okay. And turn 4. So this gentle left here is turn 4. Again, your tyres might be overworked after 3A, but you should be alright. Just turn it in, hope for the best. And then straight into turn 5. Braking somewhere between the start of the gravel and the 3. And then keeping the car nice and straight, you can run out over this curb to open up the entry. Does unsettle the car a bit, so if you're braking really heavily, just be aware. If you're really late on the brakes, you already feel like you're pushing your luck, maybe don't go over the curb. So then down to 2nd gear. I don't use first anywhere on the track with my setup, shared in both Discords. And then I picked up a little bit of the dirt on the inside there, so the exit wasn't great. Again, watch the exit here. If you get 2 wheels into the grass, you will end up in that wall. Also, if you do what I did, but you're a little wider and you hit this gravel, you're going in that wall. So it's worth, in a long race, it's worth just backing off, saving the car. And the sooner you do that, the better the Audi, because sometimes jamming the brakes on doesn't really do a lot. You'll just you'll have too much momentum. So just you make a little mistake like I did, saving the car is the #1 thing. Okay, so probably the most technically difficult corner on the track, turn 6. Right when you need to brake, but you're gonna crest the hill, which will take the grip away from the front, so you need to brake a bit earlier than you think. Maybe this radical board could be used as a reference. I don't actually have a reference, I just kind of get it wrong 50 times and then eventually start to get a feel for it. So second gear for this left-hander, and then get the car. You can use that exit again, but you want to get the car back over to the left for turn 7, 3 downs. So back up to third gear, and then it's just a lift. Oh, I'm a liar. There's a bit of braking, and then not full throttle. That's what I was thinking of. So yeah, a little bit of braking just to help rotate the car, and then not full throttle straight away because you don't want to understeer off. Use all the exit curve, and then down into turn 8. Braking at the 3. Same technique, the brake that we're using pretty much everywhere. So heavy braking when you're in a straight line, and then trailing off down to 10, 15, 20%. If you're understeering, you might need less brake pressure. Or it could be that if you're doing a long run, you may have overheated the fronts. But a lot of the time it's that you're using too much brake pressure. Right, so into the carousel. I'm gonna carry a lot of speed in, particularly with my setup. You will want to carry in too much speed and then use the brake just really softly, like here, well, like 10% again, just to pitch the car into the corner. And then pick up 25% throttle, and just wait and wait and wait and wait. And then the start of this curve is usually a good reference point to ignore me having the clutch down slightly. I don't know why. Start of this curve is usually a good reference point to start picking the throttle back up again. But do so gradually so you don't end up off the track. So like you really want to make sure you're definitely going to get out of the corner. Okay, so the kink. Sorry, I've not talked about gears again. I'm good at that. So I'm in 4th, I think. Possibly I'm in 3rd there. Let me just go back. Because I'll be in 2nd here. Yeah, so 3rd through the carousel. 4th on the exit. Then I'll be up to 5th here, braking halfway between the 2 markers. Using all this curb to open this corner out as much as possible. Use the apex curve. And then again, the same kind of thing that we were doing through the hurry downs. So not full throttle, just to help the car rotate a little bit. But it's a much shorter period of time. So we're just lifting a tiny bit just to get a tiny little bit more weight over the front, and then back to full throttle. That's a Nissan Friend. So then 11A and 11B, very tricky chicane here. S's maybe, you could say it was an S's. I'll leave you to figure out those 2 corners on your own. And then we come down into Canada corner. So we're braking on the 4. Down to 2nd gear. You can take a little bit of this dirt, it doesn't really affect you. And then use all the runoff again, watch the grass. That's also a 1X. That isn't a 1X, what I just did there, but a little bit further left would be. And then 13A. I have no idea what gear I'm in. 1 second. Yeah, so leaving it in third, or basically winding it all the way up to the rev limit, and then leaving it in third. Similar kind of thing to the hurry downs and the kink. So a little bit of braking, but then just off throttle, and then picking the throttle back up at the apex. You can hit this curb. It does bump the car slightly, but it doesn't unsettle it too badly. And then you can use this service road or whatever it is. It's no problem. And then I like to, for the final corner, I like to kind of straighten up the braking zone. So I don't like to be all the way over to the left, because of this gentle curve, you can end up in the grass before you realise it. So I like to sort of stay in the middle of the track, brake on the 3, and then let the car brake in a straight line, then head out towards. So you're kind of aiming for the curb on the left. Down to second gear, turning it quite late because again there's a big straight. So this is very similar to turn 3. You want to focus on squaring the car up for the exit. And then that's a lap of Road America. As I mentioned, the setup I used will be available in the TRL Discord, the VCR Discord, and any other Discord I could think of that might be a good place to share it.